welcome back to the I'm Talking podcast. I'm your host, Ailani, and I'm excited to bring you today's episode because we are in a new month. So that means new month, new goals, new challenges, new intentions, new affirmations, all of that fun stuff for me. And I want to share it with you. Yes, I know we're already a week into September, don't kill me, but September started last Wednesday. So I post on Tuesdays. So here we are, the following Tuesday, here to share my goals and how I'm going to achieve my goals, as well as, some notes on how you guys can achieve your goals. And some of you might have similar goals to my goals. Also, though, everyone is different. Everyone progresses differently. Everybody does different things. So don't follow my goals like to the T. Create things for yourself that are achievable. Because I had a hard time personally for me. Like, I've never been that person that plans 5 years ahead or 10 years ahead. I know people that are like that they're like, this is my 10-year goal. This is what I want to be in 10 years. I'm not going to lie. I don't even know what I want to eat for dinner. So I can't plan that far ahead, but I do like to set small goals for myself that are achievable. And I'll share that with you guys in a little bit. So I hope that everyone's been having a good week, a good weekend. I know it's going to be a holiday coming up. I don't really consider Labor Day a holiday. And to be honest, I work. Like, I'm going to be working all weekend. So no, it's not a holiday for me. But I hope everybody else is going to enjoy their weekend, or you're hearing this on Tuesday, so I hope everyone else has enjoyed their weekend. Now to jump into my favorites. So I'm a little disappointed in the CLB album. I thought it was going to be on my favorites for this week, but it is not. So I'm disappointed in that. But what I will say is one of my favorites is the Good and Gather, like the vanilla Greek yogurt. It's like vanilla and honey. And I'll link it on my website so you guys can actually see what I'm talking about, because I don't even know if I'm saying the right name. But pretty much I shop at Target very often. And they had this like Greek yogurt that's supposed to be really healthy for you, but it's vanilla and honey flavored, I think. I think that's the one that I got. Oh my goodness, I just messed up my mic. Sorry, guys, if you heard, I don't know, like a weird noise. But that Greek yogurt I've been loving. And I love to do like yogurt with my granola, with my honey, or, some fruits and things like that. So this yogurt is perfect because it's not too sweet, but it's filling. Like, I can have that for like breakfast and be full until it's time for me to eat lunch. And usually I'll already be looking for snacks like, what snack can I eat? What snack can I eat? Another favorite of mine is actually another podcast. It's called Her Healthful, and I just came across it through one of the influencers that I follow on Instagram, and I had to like go back and listen to all her episodes because she gives some pretty good information. So if you want to go check her out, it's Her Healthful. I found her on Spotify. I used to be a very avid Apple Podcast user, but I don't know what happened in like the beginning of the summer where Apple Podcasts just like stopped working. So I couldn't really get any of my downloads for all the podcasts that I used to listen to. So now I switched to Spotify, and I've been listening to all my podcasts on Spotify. Occasionally I will go and listen to them on Apple too. It kind of really just depends. But yeah, I've been listening to her podcast. I love it. She's from Toronto. She seems amazing. I follow her on Instagram and like all her pictures literally all the time. I don't know if that's weird, but I just like her content. So I think that's it. I only really have two favorites. It's my yogurt and the podcast. I would love to hear some of your guys' favorites. Some of your guys. What the hell am I saying? I'm sorry, guys. I am recording and I have an extreme migraine. And usually, when I have a pretty bad migraine, it doesn't really go well. My words don't come out the way I want them to. Um, I should probably be resting, but I want to get these episodes out for you guys. So bear with me. But yeah, I would love to hear some of your favorites. You can always DM, you can always email, you can go on my website, do all those things. But I think we should get into the episode because I don't want to ramble and I kind of want to just get straight to the point with this. This is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. So I kind of just want to tell you what I want to tell you and leave it at that. So I picked 5 goals for September, goals/challenges. And like I said earlier, I'm not the type of person that likes to always set goals because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I will write in my bullet journal what my goals are, and then I never look back at them. And it's like, okay, well, that's useless because what am I doing if I'm setting all these goals or if I'm writing them down, but I'm not doing anything to progress? Like, I'm not doing anything to keep myself accountable for these goals. So, with that said, we're going to be talking all about that today. So, with the next goal, you have to do a couple things, or you don't have to, but my recommendation to do a couple things to where I've been staying consistent with my goals is I have been deciding what my goal is, and usually I will do monthly goals, not really weekly goals or daily goals, but like monthly goals. And from there, I will write them down in my journal. Not in my bullet journal where I keep my habits and all of that stuff. I will write them down in my actual journal where I do my gratitude and all of that every day. So I'm looking at that journal every single night or every single morning, just depends when I journal that day. So I will write in my journal. Oh my goodness. I will write in my journal what my goals are. So like I said, I picked 5 goals this month. Then what I will do is I will plan out my goals. So what does this mean? Pretty much it means that I will write out from like a future me standpoint what my goals were and what I did to achieve those goals. So like for an example, if I want to cook every night, let's just say by the end of September, I'll write in my journal today from the future me. So I will write journal entry, and this is not how I write, but I'm just saying, like as an example, I'll write journal entry 9/30/21. I am happy that I've been eating healthier and I have been eating at-home meals for the entire month. I've only had food out X amount of days, which has then helped me lose weight or whatever the case may be. So I will write that out. And then I will go back every day throughout the month to check those goals out. And I will go deeper into what I mean later on the episode. But that's pretty much of like a gist. So you have to figure out what your goals are. You have to write your goals down because if you're trying to achieve your goal, like how are you going to even achieve it if you're not writing it down somewhere, like, and you're just keeping a mental note? Because I'm not going to lie, I don't know if anybody else is like this, but my brain, I don't even know like how much space I have left in my brain. Like my brain is like my iPhone battery. And by the end of the day, or even by like midday, my phone is like on a 50%. My brain is dead ass like 15%. Like I have 15% space of my brain to use. And I don't even know if that makes sense. But I like will forget things. Like my brain is just, I don't know if I need to do brain games or what. Side note, in terms of doing brain games, so this weekend I was playing the Incoherent game with my boyfriend's family. I went over and we had like a family game night. I was killing it. I won like three games, or three, like, I don't even know how we were playing till 10. So like whoever got 10 cards first in a row wins. So pretty much I won 3 games in a row. And everybody was like, "Have you played this game before?" And I was like, "No, I haven't. I didn't even know what the game was, but I'm over here feeling myself because your girl was winning." But anyway, to go back to what I'm talking about. So I will do all of those things to keep myself accountable. So what my goals are for September. And I have my notebook here, so if you hear me grabbing my little notebook, sorry. Um, my first goal is to work out at least 3 times a week for 30 minutes. And that may look like an at-home workout. That may look like yoga. That may look like going to the gym. That may look like taking my dog for a walk. When I first started on this fitness journey, and it's not so much to lose a whole bunch of weight, I just want to feel healthy in my body. Like living down here, the food is good. Obviously, it's not like New York food, but the problem is we'll drive to a restaurant, we'll sit at the restaurant, we'll eat, we'll drive back, then we'll hop on the couch and hop in the bed. Or, we'll order fast food, we'll eat it on the couch, or like I'm eating, I'll cook dinner, I'll eat on the couch, and then I'll lay down. So I'm not getting like full exercise, and I'm not working my body out. So I haven't been feeling my best. And if you guys listen into my previous episodes, I have been getting sick consistently. Like I said, right now I have a migraine. I feel like I'm getting sick again. So I know that I have to like consistently try to keep working out so that my body feels better, so that I'll stop getting sick, and overall I can feel better. So that's my first goal. And also to try to like work out. So I have a workout 3 times a week for 30 minutes, but also I want to try to get my workouts in at the beginning of the day. And if you follow the Sit Podcast Instagram, you will see that I kind of posted a goal for September post where I pretty much said that I want to start waking up an hour earlier, or just a little bit earlier, so that I can get a workout in before I start my day. Because usually I like to work out in the evenings, like when I come home from work, because that's kind of like my de-stressing time, whether I go to the gym, do an at-home workout, whatever. Working out is like my relaxation time, if that makes sense. But I want to try to get it done in the morning so that I'm just starting my day with like a good note. Number 2 is to post an episode for you guys every week. I know during the summer I was super busy, I was sick, and I was MIA for like a month. So I wanted to hold myself accountable this month by posting an episode every single week on Tuesday. So we'll see how that goes. Number 3 is to read 101 essays that will change the way you think in 2 weeks. So I started this book Sunday, and I want to pretty much be done with it. Not this coming Sunday, but the following Sunday. Number 4 is to eat home or eat at home cooked meals 6 out of 7 days a week. So that includes breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So for example, like if I'll have, like today, I had lunch out. So breakfast and dinner need to be at, like, breakfast was at home, dinner needs to be at home, but then that also counts for one meal for the week. So like I have to be very cautious because I need to practice eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And usually breakfast and dinner, excuse me, I'm pretty good with. But lunch, I have a hard time with eating lunch in the house or eating lunch in general. Um, so usually I will get food out for lunch, or I just won't eat. Like it's very rare that I'll even eat lunch. And number 5 is to become 1% better every day. So if you listened into, I don't know what episode it was, but I think it was How to Get Unstuck. That episode, I was talking about how I read the book Atomic Habits. And pretty much in that book, it talks about how you become 1% better every day. So that's what I want to try to do. And also, September, I don't know for anyone else, but September is like a reality check for me because it's like, oh shit, we are in September. For other people, that might mean going back to school, going to college, like going to high school, college, whatever, starting an internship. But for me, like I just work throughout the year, but it's still a reality check for me because it's like we are in September. We are how many months away until we are in 2022? Like I need to get my shit together. So that's pretty much every September for me, where I'm like, okay, I have X amount of months left to, really get done what I wanted to get done for the year. And I think September is a good, um, what is the word that I'm looking for? I lost my train of thought. It don't even matter. It doesn't even matter. Okay, so now I want to talk about how I will work on each goal, which is pretty much what will I be doing to complete each goal that I want to get done. So, number 1, right? I said I wanted to work out 3 times a week for 30 minutes. So, pretty much, same thing like I said, like I want to try to wake up earlier. I want to find a workout that makes me feel good on that day. So, I usually will do easier workouts. Like, I don't lift at all. I want to start like weight training and lifting, but I don't know anything about it. My boyfriend's very good about that stuff. He played all types of sports all through high school. He went to like these classes to learn all this health, weight training, lifting, all this crap. But I ask a lot of questions, and sometimes I'd be lazy. Like I don't want to learn. I want him to kind of just like tell me what to do, not show me what to do, or not help. Like I just want him to kind of do it for me and not help me in a sense. Uh, I just be he just, oh my goodness, my English. Sometimes he helps me, sometimes, he doesn't. But if there's any girls out there that are doing their gym thing, that know what they're doing when it comes to weights, when it comes to machines, uh, I need a gym buddy. So let me know. Slide into my DMs. I need a gym friend to hold me accountable, but also kind of, so we can help each other out. Let me know. So that's what I want to do. I want to find a good workout for me. And I also have been trying to sync my workouts to my schedule, to my phases, pretty much my menses phases. And I did I I did an article. I read an article about this a while back, but pretty much in terms of hormones, in terms of all of that, I don't want to get into the whole spiel. of what all of that stuff means, but pretty much we have, as women, we have 4 cycles, or I mean, 4 phases in our cycle. So I want to do workouts that are going to cater to my needs, to what I'm feeling per each phase during my cycle. And I've been doing that for like a month. I'm not even lying. I'm not even lying. I'm lying. Maybe like 3 weeks. I've been doing that for like 3 weeks, and I've seen a little bit of a difference in terms of like my energy and stuff. So I want to continue with that, but also I need to do more research in terms of um, like workouts, and again, like I said, weightlifting, weight training, all that jazz. Number 2 was to post an episode for you guys. And I'm not gonna lie, I have a very busy schedule. So usually my podcasting, recording, editing time will be done in like a 3-day period. And I've been noticing that this is not working for me. I need to take my time throughout the week to record, edit, and make sure this is good quality that I'm giving you guys. So I created a schedule where I'm pretty much blocked out times throughout the week that I can record slash edit, you know, um, create my content for the Instagram, for the Sid Podcast Instagram, um, and do all that stuff without feeling bombarded with all of the stuff that I want to get done throughout the weekend or throughout the like 3-day period that I do um, all of this podcasting kind of stuff. So that's what I want to stick to. And so far, it's been working. All my goals so far have been working. I mean, it's only when you guys are hearing this, this is the 7th of Tuesday. Tuesday 7th of September. Jesus Christ, I'm sorry, guys. My head hurts. So this is usually how I am when I'm not feeling well. I'm all jumbled all over the place. Um, but like I said, you're hearing this the 7th of September. So for 7 days, these goals have been working. But we'll see how they go. Number 3 was to read the 101 essays that will change the way you think. And I had a great idea. And I don't know if anybody else has thought of this before. I've never heard it anywhere, like on any social media. I've never heard of this technique. So if you have, then great. But I haven't, and I just thought that I created it. So whatever. But I wanted to start this book. I've heard really good things about this book, and I wanted to give myself a good period to finish it because I love reading. Like, I have been an avid reader since I was little. One time I got punished, and my mom and dad took away my books, and I was dead ass reading the dictionary. And they were like, yo, what the hell? Like, we took away your books. You don't watch TV, and you're reading the dictionary for fun, like because you're punished. Like, what is going on? But I genuinely do love to read. And typically throughout the month, I will pick 2 books. I'll usually pick like a nonfiction book and then a fiction book. So I'm rereading Such a Fun Age right now. And I don't like to give myself a time limit on my fiction books. It's kind of pretty much whenever I want to finish it, I'll finish it. But I wanted to try out this technique for my nonfiction, my self help books, because, you know, sometimes when I read them and I don't give myself a time limit or I don't give myself like a deadline, due date, I guess you can call it, then I feel like I'm not retaining as much information, and it'll be like November 1st, and I had just finished whatever book that I'm reading. I'm like, I've been reading this book for like a month and a half. Like, I don't even remember what the hell I was reading. So I came English. What the hell is wrong with my brain? I decided to try this technique where I divide the pages that are in the book by 14. And if you want to read a book in 7 days or 3 days or a month, whatever. You can do the same technique. I just picked 2 weeks because, like I said, I do read another book. So I don't want to put too much on myself where I'm like, okay, well, I'm going to finish this book in 7 days and I'm going to read X amount of pages. So I picked the 2 week period. And I believe in this book there was like 325, 321 around there. Like there was that amount of pages. What I did was I pretty much divided the amount of pages in the book with the days that I wanted to read, like the amount of days that I wanted to read it. So it came out to about 22 pages a night, I think. And so far I have been reading about 22 pages, but also I don't know if anyone else does this. Let me know if you do. I take notes while I read. And I have a lot of books that are like hardcover or paperback, but I do also read a lot of my books on my iPad too. So I have a dedicated journal, of course, with all my other journals. I have a dedicated notebook slash journal that I keep all my notes for all the books that I'm reading or all the podcasts that I'm listening to, and I want to take key information in. I will use that notebook. So I like to just, take a minute, jot down my notes, and whatever the case may be. And so far, it's been working. Like I said, it's only day 7. So we will see. But yeah, I think you guys should try out the technique where if you want to get a certain book done, just divide the number of pages by the days that you want to get it done by. And then it won't seem as hard or, as far away of a goal if you do it like that. Number four. Number four is to eat at home 6 days out of 7 days a week. Sorry, guys, if you hear my notebook. I'm losing my train of thought. Oh, yeah. Eat at home primarily. So I came across Caitlin Nolan a while back. Like, I think she started her YouTube during COVID, during quarantine, and I've pretty much been watching her for like a year and a half, a year around there. But one of her vlogs that she did, she pretty much went through like her grocery list slash meal plan, where she divides her meals into obviously like 7 days and then 3 days 3 days. Oh my goodness. 3 meals per day. Obviously, like regular meal plan. I'm gonna share a picture of what it looks like because I feel like I'm not explaining it properly. But she pretty much does the first half of the page, what she wants her meals to be, and then the second half of her page is the grocery list. So I've been using that technique for a while now. And I kind of like fell off of it again during the summer because summer was very hectic for me. But now I'm back on it again and it helps so much. Like I will look at my breakfast. Let's say for breakfast, I want to make baked oats. I want to do like different style baked oats, like a double chocolate baked oats or apple pie baked oats. Then I'll simply just write what the breakfast is in whatever slot for the day. And then I'll just write the ingredients in the bottom of what I need. And I don't even take the notebook to the grocery store with me. I'll just take a picture of it. And then, boom, I got all my groceries. And I got all my meals for the week. I don't like to meal plan for like 2 weeks or meal plan. I don't know. Some people meal plan for like the month or like 2 weeks in advance. I don't like to do that. Um, I don't even like to meal plan for the week. I typically like to just meal plan for 3 days. But ever since I've been using her technique, like for the week, it's been working for me. I've been doing that.
If you're trying to start a podcast and you haven't heard about Anchor, then girl, keep listening because it is the easiest way to make a podcast. It's free. They have so many different tools that can allow you to record or edit your podcast directly from your phone or your computer. They can even distribute the podcast for you so you can listen in on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and so many more. I love that you can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's literally everything that you need to make a podcast in one place. Go and download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm, that's ANCHOR.FM to get started.
Okay, now that we're back, yeah, I have been, like I said before, I have been using her little technique and I've been meal planning and it's been working. Also, my only day to meal plan is Sundays. So even though I work Sunday morning, I work for like 2.5 hours in the morning on Sundays, every Sunday. I typically have like I think Sunday is the only day, unless I'm feeling super crappy or we have other plans. Sunday's the only day that like my routine is literally the same every single week. I go to work. Typically, my boyfriend and I will go grocery shopping Sunday after work. It's very rare that we'll go Saturday or Friday. If we're feeling snazzy, we'll go Saturday. That way, it don't have to be done on Sunday. But typically, we will go grocery shopping after I get out of work. And then from there, I'll already have my meats prepped when I come home from grocery shopping. So then I'll just, cook for the different meals of what I want to do. And that works for me. Usually, breakfast, I don't meal plan. Well, no, I'm lying. I do meal plan for breakfast, but I don't cook ahead of time for breakfast. Unless I'm making like French toast or waffles or yeah, that's pretty much it. Like if I make French toast for breakfast or I'll make waffles for breakfast, then typically I will make a little bit more and then I just freeze them and then I'll take them out throughout the week and I will eat them like that instead of making them over again throughout the week. But for the most part, my breakfast I will usually make that morning. So, yeah, I don't really like to make breakfast. I know I've seen a couple people on like YouTube and things like that where like they make their eggs and then they'll like freeze their eggs. I don't really know if I'm a fan of that. And usually for breakfast, I typically eat like 5 things on rotation. It'll be boiled eggs and toast or like boiled eggs with like yogurt or fruit or something. It'll be oatmeal, whether it's baked oats, whether it's overnight oats, whether it's regular oatmeal. Waffles. I have waffles like every weekend. Waffles or French toast, eggs and home fries, and that's pretty much it. I used to eat a lot of bagels, but I haven't been eating that many. Um, that's because I don't know. But breakfast, I don't really get tired with breakfast or smoothies. But again, like I said before in one of my episodes, I can't just have a smoothie without actually eating other food. Like I need to have a smoothie and then also eat food. But those are literally like my top breakfast ideas that I will rotate throughout the week. But yeah, that's been helping me a lot in terms of meal planning. What the hell is meal planning? Meal planning and sticking to my goal with eating at home because if not, then we will literally be eating Chick-fil-A. We will eat Wendy's. Like today I had Wendy's. Just so bad we haven't had Wendy's in a while. Or we'll get like East Coast, which is our favorite, or Bonchon, Korean fried chicken. Oh my god, it's so delicious. Number 5. What was number 5? I forgot already. I have to go back in my notes. Oh, number 5, the most important one, to become 1% better every day. So this can look like a couple different things. This can be different for everybody, of course. For me, to become 1% better every day is to know that I'm growing every day. Uh, so, in order to do that and keep myself accountable, because this is the most important thing throughout your goals to keep yourself accountable, I journal daily. And I don't necessarily always use journal prompts. Sometimes I will literally just write what is it I'm doing. Um, but that helps me a lot because then I'll reflect on my day. So I can make sure that I'm keeping track and, like I said, holding myself accountable. So, how I will do that is usually sometimes I will create journal prompts and sometimes I will follow the prompts, but 9 times out of 10, it's just like a brain dump. So let's say today I woke up, I didn't work out at all. I woke up pretty late. Usually I'm up at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7:30, usually the latest. But today I woke up at 9, which is super late for me because I usually do not wake up this late. I didn't work in the morning, so I kind of just gave myself a little time to rest and sleep in for once. But I didn't work out, which is what I wanted to do. So instead, I just went for a 10-minute walk with my dogs instead of a 30-minute walk. And then at the end of the day, I will do a 15 or 20-minute yoga stretch slash meditation. And I will typically follow a YouTube video for that. And I know I said that I was using the Pilates class app that helps me, but your girl was tired today, so I didn't really want to work out. But in my journal, I will write that. So I will be like, I woke up. Even though I wanted to work out the first thing in the morning, I did not. But instead, I washed my dishes. Like I tidied up my apartment. So, you know, that's still holding myself accountable. That's still becoming 1% better every day because I could have just woke up and watch some YouTube or watch some movies or like scroll through Instagram. Um, so that's one thing. Another way is to write down how I can be better for the next day. So using the same example, well, I mean, it's not an example, it's what happened this morning because I didn't work out this morning. I will write in my journal, even though I didn't work out first thing this morning, I'm going to wake up at 6:30 tomorrow morning and I'm going to go to the gym for 30 minutes. Or I'll go to the gym for 15 minutes, whatever I'm feeling like tonight in terms of tomorrow, then I'll usually do that. But in terms of like my working out, sometimes I will work out for 30 minutes straight, but then sometimes it's too much for me and my schedule doesn't fit with that. So then I'll typically do like 10 minutes or 20 minutes and I'll spread it out, or 15 and 15 or 20 and 10, however works for my schedule. But I will write in my journal. I'm going to take my clothes out, my workout clothes. I'm going to have my um, banana ready or whatever I'm going to take with me, and I'll go before I have to head to work. So that's usually what I will try to do so that I am realizing every day, like, okay, I didn't do this, but how can I do better tomorrow? So then tomorrow will roll around when it's time for me to reflect, and I can either say, yes, I worked on this, or no, I didn't work on this. And that's such a good way to hold yourself accountable to your goals because your goals can be amazing. You can want to be a millionaire, you can want to become an actress, you can, want to be able to quit smoking or quit drinking, whatever the hell it is that you want to do. But if you are not reflecting every day or creating daily tasks that are going to lead you to your goal, then it's pretty much pointless. Like, you can't have a goal and not be working on it every day. And I know there's a lot of people out there that are like, yeah, these are my goals, these are my habits, these are my to-dos, this is what I get done. And they're like with 50 things on their damn paper of to-do lists of what they need to get done throughout the day. And I'm like, girl, I just have like 5 things because I can only maybe even complete 2, to be honest. But I know that that's for my, like, I don't lowball myself, but I know what is realistic, especially with my working schedule, with everything that I have going on. I know that if I put 10 things on my to do list, but I can only complete 5 of them, I'm gonna feel crappy at the end of the day. So I will typically try to put 5 things on my to do list. And when I get 3 things done out of my 5 things, I'm like, oh, okay, girl, look at you. You're over here getting your shit done. But that's realistic. And I hate when people, even on like YouTube, because I see a lot. I just watched like a YouTube video yesterday where, the couple was doing a realistic morning routine. And I'm like, girl, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. Like, do you guys get up and do this every single day? To be honest, do you get up and do you do this for real? Because sometimes my morning routine, I'm not even gonna lie, like I'm gonna keep it real, I'm gonna keep it raw. Sometimes my morning routine is dead ass waking up, walking my dogs, coming inside, brushing my teeth, washing my face, putting my skincare on, and getting dressed and leaving. And that will dead ass be my morning routine some days. And it's not a great morning routine, but these people be dragging it, and when they tell you like this is what I do and this is what works for me, and then people get these expectations and people want to be like, okay, well, she can do it. Oh my goodness, I have the hiccups, excuse me. And so I can do it too, and it's like, yeah, you can do it too, but are they really doing this every single day? Like, come on now. I think that's it. I think we're done. I spoke about all my goals and how I'm going to achieve them, and some ways that you guys can hold yourself accountable as well. So I hope you liked that episode. Again, I am going to read you a little quote because I kind of like this where we're ending off with a little quote before, I send you guys off for the rest of your week. But my quote of the week is, a little progress each day adds up to big results. I'm going to say it again so that you guys can write it down. A little progress each day adds up to big results. Remember that. That's super important. Thanks for listening to this episode. I will talk to you again next Tuesday. Do not forget to follow the SIT podcast. It's S.I.T podcast because I'm Talking Podcast is way too damn long. So it is the SIT podcast, and I always have it linked so you guys can check it out. Make sure to leave me a voice message. I love to hear from you guys. I have a lot of listeners and I see those numbers, but I don't have anyone kind of talking back to me. Like, I want to hear you guys' feedback. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear some of your goals. I want to hear some of your favorites. So make sure you guys are either DMing me, sending me an email on our Shop Talking website, or even on like the Anchor app, you can leave me a voice message. I want to hear back, as well as if you are listening in on Apple Podcasts, make sure to leave me a review with a thumbs up, put some emojis in there, or if you don't want to leave a review, just say, hey, how's your day going? Little things. Have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you guys on Tuesday.